channel Garve Textbook Review, and in today's video I'm going to be giving you a review of the book which is like totally worth your money, totally worth your time, totally worth everything because I like that book so much. And like I think that book just became my favorite book, and like that book was amazing. So like before starting this book review, I'm just gonna tell you some information that like this book is like suitable for years 10 years and up, because like there are some parts which are not appropriate or like not suitable for year for the kids below 10 years. And like this book is like contains some of the very disturbing parts. And also like as I told, this book is totally worth everything. You are not gonna be able to put down this book until you finish it. So well, now let's begin our video. And like I'm so excited to give this review as I was waiting for so much long time to tell you guys about this book. And like my cousin recommended this book, and if you have watched my last video, I recommended this book in my last video also. Like the books I would like to read, this book is one of them. So if you guessed the book before I started this video, then tell me in the comments below and just tell me which book did you guess. Please don't cheat and be honest. So well, now let's begin our video. Okay, so the name of the book is The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. Holly Black, and the publisher of this book is Hot Key Books. And like totally this book was worth it, and I liked this book so much that I like wasn't able to put down this book until I finished it. Like really, I wasn't able to put it down as it contains like so amazing plot twists, and like things happened in this book at that time that we just didn't really expect. For example, like in this book at a part where the story was going like normal, but then like something happened that I really didn't expect at the end. Just don't talk about the ending. The ending was like fascinating, fabulous ending, and this was the first ending that I liked the most of this book. I like the beginnings of the book, that how the book starts and how it is, but I like the ending of this book the most. And so like as I told you, and like now let's talk about the things that like I like in this book. So we like, first of all, this is like obviously many of the people's favorite character, like Jude, which is also the main character of the book. And like I like because like she would do anything for her friends and family. Like at a point she almost sacrificed herself for like saving the kingdom. And like the next is Cardin. I know that like some of you who have like already like read this book and watching this review would like tell that how can I like Cardin. But those of you who don't like read this book, but let me tell you, like the Cardin, like first of all like appears to be like very very cruel, and he troubles you a lot. And but at the like end of this book, Cardin is like unexpected, as I told you the ending, and like very amazing. And so now I'm gonna tell you the things that I hate in this book. Now the things that I hate in this book is like Jude. Like like at a point I hate Jude, but at a point I like her too. And like I hate her because like she's kind of selfish. Like at some parts, like in many pages, she like there's a line written which she's thinking that I am no killer, but at some parts she just like does like murders of people. And like she did murders to one of Cardin's friends, but like I'm not like saying at that point she's selfish, because like she did the right thing. Like yeah, she's kind of selfish, I hate her and I also like her. So well, now these was the things I hate and like in this book. And like I would recommend like first you like just read this book and then watch this review, because like there are some things in the summary I'm going to tell like and you will not understand them, because like as this book is like a kind of complicated. Because like when I read this book first, like I had to read like some parts 2 or 3 times, because like as this book contains a little bit of complicated words which I need to search on dictionary again and again, and that is a thing that I totally hate. But I'm not counting those things in my hate list of this book, because like this book, like those words, I was like fascinated to know that how much, like how complicated, a little bit of complicated, how good those words were in this book, like prosperous word. So well, now let's move on to the summary of this book. And first of all, in the summary, there is a spoiler alert in the summary. So like if you still wish to continue this video or would like to hear some spoilers, so like that's okay. But if you would not, then you can just leave this video. But don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. So now let us move on to the summary of this book. Okay, so the summary of this book is like, as I told you about the main character of this book, Jude Duarte, and like when she was younger, her parents were murdered by like their biological father, and then that murderer just bought like Jude had like a twin sister and an elder sister. So that murderer bought the three of them into fairyland. Like fairyland is a land of fairies, and fairies are twilight creatures. And like after like 10 years, when Jude grew up and like forgot all those things about her parents, because like she actually got to know why that murderer did the murder of her parents. So well, now after that she came to fairyland 10 years later. She started going to fairy school, where like Prince Cardin and his friends troubled her a lot, like so much trouble. Then after that she soon realizes that she needs to be cunning and clever in order to like survive and like fit right in fairyland and the school. And like this how the story goes on. But like the stairway to power, and in which she needs to survive, is full of mysteries, betrayal and like these kind of things. And like this was like a very difficult for him. But in the first book, it is like the first book is about it how she just finds power, and like how like she finds power and like how she fits right in, how like things get better, so much better. And like yeah, this was a summary. Like I cannot tell more of it, because like if I told more of it, you will get to know the whole story, and it would be a lot of spoilers, and I would just ruin your excitement totally. So well, like as she like the things get better, and like in this book there is a there, as I told you, no, well I don't think I did mention it, but there are two more parts of this book and this series is fully released. So basically this book is like a fantasy trilogy. A trilogy like is a series or which a thing which has three parts. It could be a movie, it could be a book, it could be anything. So we like this book has two more parts: The Wicked King by Holly Black and The Queen of Thundering, also by Holly Black. And like I want to read them both, because this book covers like a bunch full of mysteries, and I want to know them all. So like now on Goodreads, this book has like 4.1 stars, which I think is like too much less. And like my rating is like, the more I say about this book is more less. And so like I can just define, like I can just figure out how much rating I want to give this book. But like no, I am not judging this book. Like the more I say about this book, the more it is less. Like so well, that's it. And I would recommend you to read this book, because like if you are a beginner or you want to read this book, this will be a great pick for you. Because like for beginners, I did a mistake. Like in the beginning, I just started reading like classic books, The Merchant of Venice, Heidi, like these things. But like I didn't realize I needed to start with this fantasy kind of books, because like these books just create a lot of like in your interest in books and other things. And so like this was today's review. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe. Also like and share this video, and comment down below if you would like to read this book. And like if you have been watching my last video, you would also know I mentioned this book in my last video that I want to read this book. So well, that's it for today, guys. Bye.